But the president is the sole executive, and he holds all the executive power. It says the executive power is vested in the president. And what these judges are doing in many instances is trying to become the executives themselves. Unlike Kamala Harris, who at least got some votes in the general election, it's more like her running for the primary. They didn't ever get a single vote. And they have no authority to run the executive department, the executive branch of government.
Dave, John had a good example earlier. It's like a judge couldn't come in and start dictating military policy to the Secretary of Defense and block money if you're in the middle of a war or something. Of course not. We understand that would be completely inappropriate, and yet when it comes to these other cases, and of course the media is not on our side, but it's obviously a gross overstepping of their bounds.
Yep. Well, and more fundamentally, it's based on a 100-year misconception of government. Way back under Woodrow Wilson and then on steroids under Franklin Roosevelt, they brought in experts to run our lives rather than we the people running them. And over a century, they've gotten a view that we all work for them rather than the other way around. And that's how you get a judge decision saying the Secretary of Treasury put in office by the person we just elected can't look at what his own employees are doing because they're the permanent bureaucracy and they're really running the show. Well, it's a complete upside-down view of our government.
And that's where, and I don't usually pull this card out very much, but as a Claremont fellow, when I learned at the Claremont,
you did all your good learning
where I got a little bit of education, not a lot, but a little bit of education. No, they taught us that this was the problem where sovereignty essentially leaked out of the governmental system, spread into the expert class, and then joined at the hip with what? Academia. So this is where you get the academic split, whereby you have these like Ivy League professors with security clearances going to the CIA and dictating national security policy that are completely unelected, and the president doesn't even know what's going on.
Well, except he does now after the first 4 years.
Yeah, fair.
And he revoked a lot of those security clearances.